don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Kamara up the middle. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense very strong in the victory last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now Carr. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Kamara is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Again, Kamara. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't.
Lose connection.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now a 2nd and 2. And Washington now going to use the first. Their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Two yards to go, 2nd down. Give to Davis Price up the middle here. And this is going to be a Commanders' first down as the tackle made at the 23-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They go play action. Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a handoff looking right.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Second and 6. Here's a give to Davis Price.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Shotgun now for Carr.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And he's taken down inside the 30. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts,
as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Carr.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
2nd and 10. Now Daniels.
He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Play action, now it's Daniels.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here's Daniels.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
On play action, it's Carr. Rolling to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, this is something I may never understand. I don't get why a quarterback under duress who has a chance to get rid of the ball and save the yardage keeps it and runs out of bounds instead of an incomplete pass and no loss of yardage.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 7.
Now they'll audible to something else.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
But not many guys who could blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And that one on the money to Claypool downfield.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
To throw is Daniels.
And his throw here is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Brown the motion man right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Davis Price will try to pick it up.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On the bootleg, it's Daniels.
This will be caught once again by Brown. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To the right side and caught by Senate. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. An audible here to get a new look. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll run with Davis Price. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And now an audible here into something else. Daniels looking to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return. And a Saint touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A 10th carry for Kamara. To the 36-yard line, stop there. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Again, it's Kamara, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first.
This is third down. Carr going to throw.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Now an injury timeout, and oh boy, that's the quarterback, Derek Carr, who's in some distress.
Here comes the Saints punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
To the air goes Daniels. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
He's going deep for Brown.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Back to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the two-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Daniels. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple.
And now they'll shift things around.
They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Going for it, here's Davis Price.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Daniels going to throw for it.
On the move to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They run it again with Kamara, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch signaled for and taken, and that punt went nowhere. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. Cade York on now for the field goal. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores. A tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlep Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So for the Saints, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, it's a loss that could hurt come playoff seeding time as they fall to 11-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.